Hi, and welcome to the weekly salmon fishing update for June 9th. On this week's update, we'll cover seasons and rules information for the current fisheries. We'll take a look at some hatchery return information and creel data from recent fisheries. And we'll take a look at some of the information related to our South Fork salmon fishery that will open up at the end of the month. We do not expect any season closures other than the closing of the lower Salmon River that occurred at the end of fishing hours on Sunday. But for this next weekend, we do not expect any closures of the other fisheries. I encourage you to check out the blog that was recently posted by Joe DuPont, a regional fishery manager in the Clearwater region. There's a lot of information in his blog related to the things that I'll be talking about this week. That's it for this week's introduction. Let's get to the report.
This weekly salmon fishing update contains information for the Little Salmon River, the Snake River, the Clearwater River Basin, and the South Fork Salmon River Chinook fisheries. Any areas not covered in this weekly salmon fishing update are closed to fishing for Chinook salmon. Just a season update for the Lower Salmon River. The Lower Salmon River closed to fishing for Chinook salmon at the end of fishing hours on June 9th. We do not anticipate that this fishery will reopen this season. The Little Salmon River is currently open to fishing for Chinook salmon 4 days per week, Thursday through Sunday. Fishing hours are from 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain Time, and the daily bag limit is 4 salmon, only one of which may be an adult. The possession limit is 12 salmon, only 3 of which may be adults. The Little Salmon River is open from the mouth upstream to Smoky Boulder Road. The Snake River is open to fishing for Chinook salmon 7 days per week. Fishing hours are from 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain Time, and the daily bag limit is 4 salmon, only one of which may be an adult. The possession limit is 12 salmon, only 3 of which may be adults. The Snake River is open to Chinook salmon fishing from Dugbar Boat Ramp upstream to Hells Canyon Dam. The Clearwater River drainage is open in select areas 4 days per week, Thursday through Sunday. Fishing hours are from 4:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Time. The daily bag limit is 4 jack salmon. All adults must be released. The possession limit is 12 jack salmon. The Clearwater River drainage is open for the jack fishery in the Clearwater River from Pink House Boat Ramp upstream to Greer Bridge, in the North Fork Clearwater from the mouth upstream to Dvorak Dam, in the Middle Fork Clearwater River from the confluence with the South Fork Clearwater River upstream to the Nez Perce Tribal Reservation boundary, and in the South Fork Clearwater River from the Nez Perce Tribal Reservation boundary upstream to the posted sign just upstream of the Mount Idaho Grade Bridge. A Chinook salmon fishery on the South Fork Salmon River is scheduled to open on Saturday, June 26th. Fishing will be allowed Saturday and Sunday of the opening weekend, then Friday through Monday until the season closes. We'll provide additional details on this fishery in upcoming weekly salmon fishing updates. Now that we've covered seasons and rules for the existing Chinook fisheries, I wanted to take a minute to look at our hatchery returns. At Oxbow Fish Hatchery on the Snake River at Hells Canyon Dam, we've trapped 4 days so far this season, and we've caught a total of 236 adults for broodstock. We're well on our way to meeting our broodstock needs there, and with a couple more weeks of trapping, we should have no problem reaching that goal. At Rapid River Hatchery, similar story. Fish are really coming in strong since about the 1st of June. We're well on our way to meeting broodstock needs there, but still have several hundred fish left to trap. I expect we'll continue to see good numbers of fish entering the Rapid River Fish Hatchery trap for the next couple of weeks. Looking at creel survey data, just want to wrap up the Salmon River for the season. During the last weekend interval when fishing was open Saturday and Sunday in the Park Hole area from Time Zone Bridge upstream to Shorts Creek, we estimated there were 164 adults and 74 jacks kept, bringing our season total for the Lower Salmon River fishery to 900 adults and 203 jacks. We do not expect this fishery to reopen during the spring Chinook salmon season. Looking at creel survey data from the Little Salmon River during the last 4-day interval from Thursday to Sunday, we estimated 325 adults and 112 jacks were kept. which brings our season total on the Little Salmon River to 516 adults and 129 jacks. We have somewhere between 300 and 400 adults left in our harvest share on the Little Salmon River fishery, and depending on what catch rates and harvest looks like this weekend, this could be the last weekend to fish the Little Salmon River. So if that's a place you like to fish, I suggest you get there this weekend and get one last shot at it. On the Snake River, things really slowed down. We only estimate that 2 adults and 2 jacks were kept last week, bringing our season total to 90 adults and 2 jacks. This is typical. Catch rates really slow down when we open the trap and start pulling fish out of there for brood stock. And it's possible that we'll get another surge of fish down there below the dam and catch rates will pick up again. We expect this fishery in the Snake River to stay open for many more weeks as we're a long way from meeting our harvest share in that fishery. Lastly, we'll cover some creel survey data from the Clearwater River drainage. This is the jack fishery that opened last Friday and ran for 3 days. You can see with the numbers here, this is broken out by the individual stream segments. We had a total of 16 clip jacks that were estimated harvested last weekend. A fair amount of effort occurred, especially in the North Fork Clearwater. And one thing that's not captured on this set of data is that we had a large number of adults that were caught and released in that fishery, upwards of 700 in that 3-day period. What this means is that we had some extremely high catch rates, especially in the North Fork Clearwater River fishery. Granted, it was catch and release for adults, but anglers were able to experience some great Chinook fishing, and we had periods of time where catch rates averaged less than an hour per fish. So if you like to catch a lot of Chinook, not necessarily bring very many home, the Clearwater drainage is a good place to go right now on the Thursday through Sunday jack-only fishery. That's it for this week's report. If you're heading out this week to chase Chinook, I wish you the best of luck. We'll talk to you next week.